From the Woodshed, a candid conversation with Chase Morrill and Ryan Eldridge from Kennebec Cabin Company, home of the Maine Cabin Masters. Brought to you by Nelma, safeguarding our lumber resources since 1933. See the stamp, trust the quality. Now, from the Woodshed studio at KCC headquarters in Manchester, Maine, it's Chase and Ryan.
All right, from the Woodshed, I'm Chase Morrill. With us, as always, Ryan Eldridge.
Hey, guys.
And today we've got a special producer.
Guest producer, Gavin.
Yeah.
What's the one thing Maggie told you to do? Like, what, she gave you some advice?
Yeah, she told me to make sure you guys stay on topic.
Good luck with that. So we're here to talk about all things cabin related, what's going on in the world. You can find us on KennebecCabinCompany.com, our YouTube page. Like, subscribe, comment. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the comments.
Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff.
All that good stuff. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Nelma, nelma.org, easternwhitepine.org, sprucepinefir.org.
And HeroMediaArts.com.
Yeah. And today we are talking with Francis, our landscaper. We're going to shoot the shit with him for a while. We'll answer some fan questions. We'll answer other questions and just talk about everything going on.
Exciting. It's a short week because it's Thursday.
Yes, we're doing a little earlier. And today actually is Maggie's birthday. So
happy birthday, Maggie.
Happy birthday, Maggie.
We gave you the day off on purpose.
I asked, I was like, don't you want to be on the podcast on your birthday?
No.
Okay. We're also going to announce the winner of the T-shirt contest.
Oh, nice.
Good. We've got a winner picked out for that.
Did she tell you you have to roll your eyes like so many times?
Yeah.
At least 5 times.
At least 5 times. Okay.
And yes, so she's at a horse show doing that whole
For the whole weekend or just the night?
whole weekend.
So they're gonna go to Skowhegan Fairgrounds.
Yep, they're bringing Betsy and pulling the A-liner. Gavin got kicked out of his house.
I got evicted.
So it's guys' night tonight. Woohoo!
Red Barn is on the horizon.
Fletcher, Gavin, and Chase.
Gavin's going home tonight.
Yep.
Fletcher and Chase.
Don't forget Nori.
And Nori.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. So they go up there and they just hang out. It's like, it's not a fair. It's not like a...
It's a pure horse show.
Horse show.
All the different barns from all over come, and they do the different
events,
heats, classes. I don't know.
and it's going to be 100 degrees, 100% humidity. Ugh. No thanks.
They'll
love it.
They'll love
They'll love
every
it.
minute of it.
That's one of the cool things about life is people. You might think you hate something, but there's someone out there that absolutely loves it,
Yeah.
and that's awesome.
Yeah. And I mean, they have to get like dressed up and like do their hair up, all this stuff.
How do they put on makeup in the fairgrounds? Long line out of the porta potty.
They bring their own makeup tents.
Well, I can't wait to see pictures.
What do
That's
you think the A-liner is
exciting.
for?
There you go. And Sarah got involved. She's in.
She's just the driver.
Being an awesome mom.
Yeah.
Nothing scares her.
No.
She does it all.
Yeah, she's excited. But it's been a really good week. Camps are cranking right along.
Camps are cranking. They look so good. I'm so proud of all the guys and
Yeah.
the way they come together. Like, we're at that time when they're starting to come back together and come back to life. It's like a couple of these camps, too, were twisted and turned and literally crushed. And they're coming back to life. It's pretty awesome to see.
Yeah, it's possible to bring them back.
It is.
And the film crew arrives next week for the middle shoot.
Second shoot already.
So, yeah, halfway through the first grouping.
And we're doing good.
Yeah, knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Our side projects are coming along. We got our change of use for the Woodshed approved.
Yay!
And then we got our liquor license getting signed off on. So I'd say, I don't know, a couple weeks and we should be golden. But it's good because we put in all that beautiful grass out there and we put all that loam down and it's still a little spongy.
It's still spongy.
It would have been a mud bath. See, it's hard to go slow, but everything happens for a reason.
Yes. So I have this piece of fan mail, which I thought was a little interesting.
Wait, old CDs?
Yes. It is from
A funny story.
Jason in Arkansas.
Jason, what's up, buddy?
He wrote that he, enjoys all the shows and builds, and he's slowly been building his own workshop. He's got photos here. We'll try and post these to the YouTube or one of the pages, but he's kind of salvaged pallet material, all that stuff.
Hopefully we inspired him.
Yeah. And the last paragraph of the letter says, lastly, the main reason for the package, a few years ago, I traded a guy some VW parts. He tossed in a stack of fish CDs. I have no idea what's on them, but I figured Ryan might get more out of them than I have. They were buried in the home office for the past 10 years.
Thanks, buddy. We'll definitely rock out to him.
So those are for you.
Yes, we scored, Gab. Hey, you kids want some?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Good answer.
Do you have a CD player?
Yeah.
Do I have a CD player? Oh, I think I do, yeah. So it's funny, on the way in today, I was listening to a show. It was 1994, Sugar Bush, Vermont. Did you go to that?
No.
26 years ago today, and I can picture how much fun it was. And 26 years is a long time. We're getting old. I can still picture certain things that happened.
Age is a state of mind. But yeah, that's a good stack of
7694. Oh, geez, I was probably there. That's a huge stack. Thank you so much. We will get rocking these on the job site.
Yep, they'll be cranking at every job site Ryan's on. So that's an actually interesting point. But one of the hardest things for Ryan when the film crew is here filming with us is you can't have music. And every job site, Ryan has to have music going.
And what's my rule? First tool up on the trail and the last tool off the trail is a radio.
Yeah. But when when the film crew's here, there can't be music, and it was tough.
We sing a lot to ourselves. You think our singing was so bad that they just let us play the music.
Right.
Every once in a while, they're like, hey, guys can jam for a minute.
Yeah. When they take a break or they're just getting they don't need audio. They'll let us crank the music.
He's got a nice shop. Look at that table saw. That's beautiful. Nice table saw stand. Good job. Very impressive.
Very nice stuff. All right. Well, we will be right back with Francis, our landscaper. Okay, we are ready, and we are back with Francis Folsom. Francis is our go-to landscaper. Whatever we
does
need.
Anything we ask of
Yep.
him.
How are you?
Good.
Good
Thank
to
you
see
for
you,
having
buddy.
me. Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Yeah.
So we always start out, water, coffee, or beer. What would you like to drink?
Oh, I have to have a water right now.
Okay.
We could.
What do you
switch
want
it
after
up.
that?
Beer.
Okay, I'll have my beer now, please.
Yep.
Pass that over to Francis.
There you are, my friend.
Look at this.
So
Comes with a brand new Maine Cabin Masters water bottle.
That's your parting gift for your
Whoa.
time. What are you working on right now?
Tell me that's not cold.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you.
A patio in the old Mayfair neighborhood.
Mayfair's fancy Augusta, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yes. Mayfair's fancy east side Augusta.
East side. What's the west side? Ganniston, is that it?
Yeah.
See, I know my hoods of Augusta.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, wait, before I forget, we all have coasters today.
Oh, look at these.
Where are these out of?
Keith McAllister watched the podcast and said, you guys really need coasters on your
Thanks,
drinks.
Keith.
So Cam Woodworking, we do carry his woodworking products, but thanks, Keith. Really
damn.
classing up the joint. So, yeah, you are from Augusta. East side? West? No.
West side.
West side.
Yeah,
It's
forever.
a west side story.
Gilbert Elementary School.
Lincoln.
No, you didn't go to Gilbert at all?
I did some time there. Yep.
Okay.
Did some time. Did you do any time with Chase and Ashley's mom?
No, with Aunt Martha.
Oh, with Aunt Martha.
Martha, love her.
That
Yes.
must have been some hard time.
Hard. I didn't last. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And now you live over on east side, west side still, right?
Yeah. I can't leave the west side.
Yeah.
You know, they need me.
I saw you on the east side the other day, though, running around.
Yeah, that's where that Mayfair.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
And our family connection goes back to Higgins Street, right? So Francis's grandfather grew up on Higgins Street, 2 doors down, 3 doors down.
I think-
That's a small world because Francis' grandfather and my father were buddies growing up
Really?
in Augusta.
Yeah.
Because my dad grew up
Frank, right?
Oh yeah.
behind Bob Barrows, was it? Or where the Dairy Queen is and that old
Yeah,
Chevy?
yeah.
He got the street right up there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the big hill in Hollowell?
Granite Hill,
Winthrop
Winthrop Hill.
Hill.
They got in a crazy accident.
Yeah. I'm gonna go there. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. His father was riding passenger. They come down over that hill with no brakes.
And a 1950s or 60s station wagon, okay? And it's like 30 feet long. And Francis' dad is like, I got no brakes. My dad just told us this story a couple of weeks ago. And he's like, they're like, no, you kidding? He's like, no. And he tried to put it in park and pulled the brake. The brake broke. So they all shoved themselves under the seats, right? And when he hit the railroad tracks, he's trying to turn, and I guess it rolled. And I've seen the newspaper article. It's unbelievable. It rolled end over end, and they ended up like right next to the river and didn't hit that building.
Really?
Dead serious.
Because his father, the first time I met him, I don't know where. In industry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were working up there, and he walked up to me. I didn't know it was Ryan's father. They looked alike, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
You related to Frank Folsom? And I'm like, oh man, this is my first cabin. This might be my last. And he's like, I'm gonna tell you a story. And so I stopped there, and he told me the story, and I'm like, wow.
I'll have to grab that newspaper article. He has it. I mean, the thing was flat.
Yikes, that is scary.
He said when he came to, his leg was out the window, so he thought he lost his leg. And he told us this the other day, didn't he? Like, that night they still made it to the high school dance. They all went to the hospital, and by the time the dance was halfway over, they made it back to the dance. I mean, our listeners probably don't know, this hill is steep. It's leaving the river basin, Hollow, Maine, going up towards headquarters, towards Manchester, and it's probably a 20-degree. It's steep. Like, I wouldn't want to lose brakes on a bike.
No. I mean, trucks.
I wouldn't want to run down.
Trucks run into that building right at the end of it all the time.
I mean, the fact that they lived and walked away from it's just amazing.
That is wild.
You know Frank Folsom? And I was like, oh man.
But then Frank and my father went to Vietnam together.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it's kind of like those two going off right there from Higgins Street. And then, yeah.
It's a small world. Man.
I didn't know that. Is that how you... No, I remember Francis coming along to work with us. You reached out to him because you knew the history, or...
No, it was, what's her name? She works at Damon's.
Oh, really? Is that the avenue?
Yeah.
Oh, I had to chase you guys. I was highly motivated. I was broke. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, how old are you now?
26.
You're very motivated because you're young and you're successful and you work hard.
You are a very hard worker.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Well,
not very smart, chasing us around, but hard worker.
And you started out the camps up in Industry?
Mm-hmm.
Our family camp and Dora Mills camp?
Yeah, Mills. Yep. Yeah. Yep, that was a killer one.
And you walked in and you're like, okay, how does this work? What?
No, I think I tried to chase down Ashley. She told me to meet her in 3 different places, and I was like, wow, these people are wild, huh?
God.
Yeah.
And that was season 2, right?
Yeah.
And since then,
he passed the Ashley test early. He's here to stay.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I just didn't know. I was like, is she blowing me off, or did she really forget? She told me she forgot.
She did.
Yep.
She did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you've been through a lot with us.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we call you in last minute, say, Francis, fix this. Francis, we're getting snow tomorrow. Francis, we need snow.
We've come a long ways.
We have.
We've all learned. And the funny thing is, what the film crew requests. I mean, because some of the stuff they request, I do think.
What's the wildest thing the film crew has requested? Yeah.
Me?
What do you got?
Snow machine from Sugarloaf. They literally called up there and asked for a snow machine to make snow.
Oh, that's right up there. But what about the giant mirrors to melt the snow off the roof?
I do think that stuff. I bet that exists in L.A. I guarantee.
I'm sure it does.
There's a company in L.A. You want us to come melt your snow? Sure.
Yep. Yeah, anything the whole bubble. Yeah, this looks great. Let's just keep the snow away. And I'm like,
yeah, put a bubble.
We're
over
in Fayette, Maine, and it's gonna snow.
Yeah. But I think where they're from in L.A., I mean, that's the industry. They say jump, you say how high.
Absolutely.
And then they're like, it just blows my mind, some of the stuff.
Yeah.
And you haven't done some questionable stuff, but stuff, there have been asks of you. And I know the one is specifically up in Caratunk on the Kennebec River when they got there and they said, it's going to look great if we just put black mulch right across the entire walkway.
Oh, God.
And, I mean, you know how that works.
It's going to be right in the house.
Yeah. So
can we put all the dots together? Here we go. Me and Abby went rafting, and whatever. We had a good guide. Great.
Abby is your fiance.
Yep, fiance. Yep, Abby, and we found a dog sitter. That's really important to say.
Yeah.
And so the guide was pretty cool. He's telling us he's right from the Forks, and so the couple that we were with were all talking. I'm like, oh yeah, I got to work up here a couple summers ago. It was killer. I had one truck, one mow trailer, shovel the mulch on, shovel the mulch off. I had to mulch a walkway.
They throw you out of the boat?
No, the guide started laughing. And he was a young kid, and he's like kind of putting it all together. And he told me his father's a fishing guide, and I'm like, man, I know this story. And it was his family camp.
Oh yeah.
It was a Pillsbury.
Pillsbury.
Yep. Pillsbury, yeah.
They were nice people.
He thought I was the biggest hack. He goes, that's what you guys do down south? You mulch walkways? And I'm like,
We tie gardens for crying out loud.
yeah. I had to answer for that one. I go, I don't usually do that, man. I don't. It was.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like half the time when we get these reveals, everything's perfect, and then it rains or snows.
Without fail.
And then you got to keep that out of the camp, like, without fail.
I mean, the summertime ones are pretty easy. You know, flower-wise, it's easy to bring in greenery, all that stuff. But, you know, when you're doing camps in January, February, December, and they ask for color, you know, I mean, but they don't want poinsettias because they're too Christmassy.
Oh, yeah.
Your options are pretty limited. But Francis always finds a solution.
Where's the hunting camp?
Just out back
Manchester,
here. Yep.
Yeah. The Fuller camp.
Fuller. I didn't know if we were going to make it through that one. That road was.
Well, remember it snowed, then it warmed back up to like 75, then it snowed again.
Yeah,
and
it just kept getting soupier and soupier and soupier.
You forget. Like, I feel like I do not take June, July, August, September for granted anymore. I enjoy every second of it because you look back and think of how much you struggled in those other months.
Yeah.
Everything is so much harder.
It is. But luckily, you know, Francis works year round. He's got his plow on his truck. He's got his sander ready.
Yeah.
Francis.
I mean, we had some nasty driveways
I
this
was
last
going to
year.
say, you guys going all winter, that was. Not all winter, but.
It was all winter.
Okay, it was. Yep, felt like it.
We've agreed, and we've hand shook, pinky sword, no more filming after January round. No more new rounds after.
No more new rounds after the new year.
Yeah.
If, you know,
Finish
if
up
we
what
have
we
to
got.
go a little bit into that, that's fine, but
The 2 times we didn't do it, it's like killed us.
yeah.
And it's meant, luckily, this whole the whole COVID thing. If we didn't get a break, people would be.
Yeah.
Everyone is so just mentally clear and rested and well off. Like, we would have killed them.
Yep. Absolutely.
Be the 3 of us doing everything, probably. We're not coming back.
I'm a terrible carpenter. You know what I mean? I'll just stay outside.
But you picked up a paintbrush
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can paint.
out on Bell Island.
Yeah.
The sprayer broke down. We had to get it painted. You and your guys were out there like,
Yeah, Alex was with me.
what
Yep,
can I
we started
do?
Painting.
We're like, pick up a paintbrush.
Yeah.
And you did. You jumped right in. We got it done. That's
Yeah.
half
it's
the
cute.
battle.
Yeah. What? Oh, the islands are pretty logistic-wise. That's pretty cool.
It's fun.
Yep.
It's
It's
fun.
different.
Yeah,
It's
you're
fun.
limited. It's more work for you guys, but it
Yeah.
makes good TV.
Oh, Belle Isle had a zip line.
Yes, it
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, wood chipper with Jedi and a barge. Here we go.
I've seen a barge. A guy around here has a barge now. We get a mini excavator up on that thing.
Oh,
Perfect.
really? What's it rate? We need to talk
I
to
know,
him.
it's pretty big.
Rope him right into
Nice.
this.
So, yeah, your crew and your arsenal of toys is growing as well.
For sure. For sure.
Oh, Ashley's all the so you just did our walkway. It looks beautiful.
Yep.
But so Ashley doesn't realize, and a lot of people don't realize the logistics and having equipment. So you move that big excavator here, right? Well, you're not going to just bring it back home. You're going to wait till you have another job. That and girls don't get that. Or a lot of guys don't get it either. But I say, what's that bobcat doing here? I look outside looking for a cat every time, And the bobcat's that beautiful shiny excavator. I'm like, that thing can park there all the time. It looks beautiful. But she's like, what's it just sitting here? I'm like, try to explain to her, like, okay, when you have a big piece of equipment, it's all about logistics. You don't need to waste your time to move it. Like, you got to strap it up. No. It's a lawn ornament now.
It's been kind of touch and go because, like, I think with the whole COVID thing, no one wanted to pull anybody over. So as far as police go, and yeah, it's a little on the heavy side. So we gotta
Run her at night.
wait for the right lighting.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, so you are engaged to Abby.
Yeah,
Is there a date?
And what's your dog's name?
Walter.
Walter's awesome.
Walter's half hound.
Oh, he's half everything. Yeah, he's quite a pop. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, we gotta wait a little while. 2 years probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. COVID.
COVID.
And weddings are expensive.
They are expensive. Don't do it. Just go elope and have a party.
Takes away from bobcats and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Bobcats make you money.
She has a ring. I mean,
I know. I've seen her drive big trucks and kick ass.
Oh, she's the best plow girl I ever hired.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
best business partner I could ask for. She shows up. She hates me some days, but
Yeah.
Join the club.
Right.
Hey, if you're not in the weeks, you're doing all right. I got a couple questions for me. Do you want to do viewers questions first? Or?
No,
So, I got a couple. Well, first of all, like, you see all these ads for really cool non-native stuff. Like, what are the rules about bringing in trees that aren't native? Like, I know some of the stuff, a lot of stuff you're not supposed to bring into the state, but so my feed on my social media is getting inundated with all these cool trees and stuff. Like, I want to do some landscaping, but by law, you can't bring certain stuff in, right? You like,
it
how does that work?
The only thing that, like, right now, burning bushes are a huge topic. Everyone in Mayfair has 9 burning bushes around, and those are all, like, invasive.
Right.
So those are huge right now. Everyone wants those.
So there's no rules that you can bring them into your personal property, or
No.
you're not supposed to? I don't think.
No. Like, what are the chances of getting...
I mean, yeah, what are they really going to...
Right.
There's no way to enforce it. But I don't think nurseries and those types of places are selling them, so
Right.
you would have to go out of your way to try and bring
Bring
that
it
stuff
in.
Or take cuttings, that type of stuff.
Like firewood. I know the state of Maine is like, you cannot bring firewood in from out of state because they're worried about bugs and insects.
What is that? The
Elm-
boar.
Yeah.
Emerald ash borer beetle.
Yeah, that's serious stuff, though. You don't want to get caught.
No.
No, that's...
And do you prefer hardscaping? Like, you just and what is softscaping? Because everyone says hardscaping. So what's softscaping too? That's my other question. Is that
shrubs.
personal?
Yeah.
It's not manscaping.
I thought we weren't going there today. I told you nothing. Yeah, landscaping. The plantings. That's the bed work, the mulching, but the hardscaping's such just such a before and after. You know what I mean? That's what's really...
And it's permanent.
Yeah, for sure. Anyone takes that walkway out, that'd make me sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
And you've taken some pretty cool courses about stone walls.
Yeah, that's what I want to get into a lot more. The dry stone, the dry stacking.
Yeah.
And to tell everyone, dry stacking is...
Your natural stones, like the old Irish walls that run through the fields. That stuff that it's built on its own weight.
Yeah.
Don't rock walls in Maine fascinate you?
I've got so many of them all over my property.
Like, you could picture, like, the one on the pond road is just fascinating. Like, the time.
Yeah.
I finally heard a story about that one, going towards West G.
Oh, before the four-way.
It's that probably is, 3 feet tall, 3 feet wide, and perfect.
Yep.
Well, the story goes the guy was wealthy during the Great Depression, so he paid people throughout the Great Depression to build that. And I mean,
That was the Woolworth estate, wasn't it?
No, it's on the other side.
That's
of
on the
lake,
other
yeah.
side. That was another estate, though.
Yep, that
Right
did
there.
the same thing.
Yeah, the rocks in the state of Maine, we're so lucky. Like, we're blessed.
What was it? They say 100 years ago, 10% of Maine was forested.
Yeah.
So, back then it was just all open. All the trees had been cut down. It was all farmland. And it was just, broken up by stone walls. And now it's the most forested state in the country.
I'm always fascinated to see a rock wall to think that someone came here in the 1700s, 1800s, and
Yeah.
by hand took all those. Like,
Yeah.
I can't even get a kid now to clean the rocks out of my driveway for crying out loud, And these guys cleared acres.
Yeah.
Oh, think about all that old granite work.
All of it.
Yeah.
The quarries. Yeah. We've got at our house, we have a hand dug well under the house. And it's probably 30 feet deep, and it's stone lined
Under the house? What
Yeah.
part of the house?
under the laundry room. But it's stone lined the entire way down. So they had to it was built in the 1800s.
Yo, I'm good with a 6-foot step ladder.
Oh, you're on a rope then.
Yeah, I don't know how they did it, but
They did it.
yeah,
See, kids didn't talk back to their father back then.
No, put
No.
you in the well.
that's right.
Did you guys see the news the other day? Someone fell somewhere in Maine. They were in a guest room, and the guy fell through the floor into a well just like that, like 30 feet down, in Montville or somewhere.
God.
I mean, it's stuff like Stephen King books. Like it showed the bedroom and a hole in it with an old well. Like,
Oh gosh.
if there's any kids in that house, they probably have to move.
That is the stuff of horror stories.
Yeah.
Terrible, terrible, terrible. So, are you allergic to bees?
No, I'm good.
Are you
Poison-
allergic to poison ivy?
Yes,
Me too. But I've got it. Did you get it all back here?
a little bit.
If we see that stuff start creeping over the woodshed, we're gonna have to fight it. Chase is a fighter.
I'll go right in, pull it out by the roots. And I get it horribly, but
See, and that's what. See, I've come to live with it.
Yeah.
You know,
I won't even go near it.
I can't
look-
run from it.
I look at it.
The way I think of it, it's just a plant. I'm smarter than this plant.
No, that plant always wins.
Oh, yeah.
That plant's like Maggie. That
I
thing
like to
wins.
think that.
I've had poison ivy on every imaginable
Yeah.
place of my body.
Eyes.
Yep.
Yep.
You know where I get it out? You know where I get it first? First, when I know I have it, the back of my ears get warm from putting my hair in my, like, always like that, and then my man part.
For me, it's right here. If this starts swelling up a little bit, I'm like, shoot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in
back.
it.
Really?
And you know what's the worst? Like, I'm so good. Like, you got to stop your life, take the baths, you know, do this, do that. And then sometimes you just can't find it, and it just keeps coming back. And it's like if one piece of bedding you didn't clean, or a pillow, or the
What's your
dog.
best cure for poison ivy?
You want me to say it on this show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scotch Brite, 3M Scotch Brite, the sandpaper, and peroxide.
Peroxide.
Yep.
All right.
So I got desperate back in the day when I was younger. Now, as I got older, I got mentally challenged. I mean, I can deal with it. Mentally challenged. But I used to try bleach.
Really?
And then when I lived next to my brother, I would shock his pool like 4 times as much and sit in the pool for a whole day.
That's what my father would do
Yeah.
to me.
Or go to the ocean. That dries it out too.
Yep, my father would do the
I'm
pool.
hand sanitizer. I've got a giant gallon bottle of it. It's harder to find right now.
Even
How
in
much
these
was
even
that?
in these trying days.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
much was that?
Well, no, I keep it in stock. I've had my own product just because you just.
If you need hand sanitizer, Chase has it.
I mean, Gavin got it, and I had him rub his whole face down.
Yep.
You know, it burns and stings in the eyes, but it dries. It worked, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like as you got older you could deal with it mentally? Because I remember when I was a kid, my mom would like put socks on my hands because at night I just couldn't stop itching. And now as I get older, I can kind of deal with it.
Yes.
Talking about mom had to pick me up from a job site one time because I had it, and they knew I had it. But like you putting your hair back,
Oh,
fixing your sunglasses, it was in my eye.
Oh.
Come right down my eye, and I could feel like my eyes started to swell shut. And
Yeah.
can you come get me?
Tail between your legs.
Yeah, I was so
Oh,
embarrassed.
yeah.
So, you know, I've got it. I didn't have health insurance for a long time. You know, through my late 20s and 30s, and I finally got it again. But you know, there was years I couldn't get the steroids because that would clean it up like that.
Yeah,
so
what do you take?
Prednisone.
prednisone. But I finally went into my doctor a couple times and
Yeah.
showed him a couple places in my body. Finally got to the point like, yeah, it's on my balls, and he's like, oh, you don't need to come in. I'll say,
Right, right,
yeah.
right.
That's all I had to say is the B word, and prescription was there.
Yeah, that is definitely a last minute.
And what feels better than getting in a shower with hot water?
Oh,
Is that not?
that
what,
is by far the best.
It might be.
It's horrible for you.
Might be one of the best feelings in the world.
So, quick story about that. On my honeymoon, I was covered chest. I couldn't even take my shirt off. We were down in Costa Rica, 100 degrees. It was so gross. But we went to these hot springs up on a volcano, and the closer you got, the hotter it was, and it just.
Oh my God, there's nothing.
It was heaven.
It takes your breath away.
It does.
Now, we should probably change the subject.
Well, I think.
Yeah. Speaking of changing the subject, it's time for the fan question.
We'd sit here all day and talk about poison
We
ivy.
would.
Oh.
Yep.
No thanks.
So, Francis,
Yes, sir.
Roxy Hatman asks, what are the easiest and most hardy plants where it snows?
Hosta. Can't kill it.
Can't kill the hosta.
Yep. Good coverage, good green color. Can't kill it.
You go by Mama's house right now. She looks like a master gardener. It's just hostas everywhere. But I mean, I'm like, wow, you stepped your game up. Now I know its secrets.
And hosta is edible. Did you know that? When the shoots come up, you can cut them, steam them, and it's like Swiss chard.
I picture asparagus, but okay.
Learned something today.
Yeah, I'm not that hungry yet, so
That's why deer love it. Deer do love it.
deer
Really?
do.
Yes.
Yeah. What don't they love? Oh, they love cedar, arborvitae.
Really?
Oh yeah, like Rangeley Lake.
Yeah.
When you're in like any of the coves and stuff, you look around the lake, and it looks like someone's
Oh, elevated.
Yeah. Interesting.
nibble.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Too bad you couldn't train them.
Right.
Terry Maloney asks, why do I see you guys using rakes instead of 8 horsepower leaf blowers?
He caught us at a weak moment.
We didn't pack enough gas that day. Ryan said there was 20 minutes of raking.
You can't always use a leaf blower, though. I mean, if there's wet paint around or...
Yeah.
I mean, you show up on some job sites and it's just chaos. I mean, you're supposed to be in there doing landscaping. We're still painting. We're still building. We've got other... I'm thinking of the caboose one where you showed up and it was just...
Oh, who else was with us? Other DirecTV was with us.
Oh, yeah.
Tom...
Yeah.
Mainly
Tom was
Morrills there.
Yeah, what a crew.
But look how it came together.
Yeah,
That
that was awesome. That was a good day.
But, and that's the thing. Everybody pitches in, helps where they need to.
Yeah.
I think you had Ashley shoveling rocks that day, which is always...
Teach you to ditch me.
Yeah. See how it comes full circle?
But I don't know about you, but I use my leaf blower. I love it. I use it all the time.
Yeah, that's something we can't live without.
But like blowing snow off a walk plank if it's not a heavy snow, or doing driveways if it's light snow.
For sure.
We even have we got a DeWalt one that has no gas. I've swept the stairs under the couch a couple times before I sweep. Get it up, get all the dog hair out of the corners. It works mint.
The battery stuff has come so far. We're talking about equipment
So
right now.
far.
So far.
Have you tried one of the battery lawnmowers? You seen those?
No, I haven't, but I would. They're like, they man themselves. It's like the vacuums that go around your house. Now they have those for lawnmowers.
You set up like a perimeter, like with the dogs training like a shot collar.
And it just...
Fire the lawn guy right there.
No. Another...
There's not enough batteries in the world to do the lawn.
robots taking over more jobs.
Yeah.
France is like, you can have some of them.
Yeah, for sure. I have addresses in the truck.
Yeah, Gary Bryan asks, what is the best non-toxic way to kill weeds?
Dawn dish soap. You going there?
Yeah.
Yep.
I've seen it. My dad has it written down. What, 1 cup of Dawn peroxide?
Yep. I think there is
And there's one of-
peroxide.
Vinegar.
And vinegar.
Vinegar, yep. And the dish soap. It's just a little bit of dish soap to give it like a tacky. Yep. It's on the World Wide Web. But yes, yep. It's like vinegar, peroxide, Dawn dish soap.
And it works.
And it works great. Yep.
I mean, I like a good old turkey base with a 25-pound tank.
Nice rainy day.
It's so satisfying.
Screw you, dandelion.
Yeah. I've been pulling weeds on my hands and knees in the crushed stone for a week.
God.
And here we are.
Oh, yeah, speaking of that, like I go back to look at the, check the grass out by the bocce ball court. Already grass growing up through I mean, we put like 2 layers of fabric down.
No, that's from the... Don't you think it's seeds that blew into it?
Oh, probably.
Seeds at blue.
Still makes me mad.
So we just got to start playing on it.
I know, soon enough.
As soon as we're playing on it. Those bocce balls will crush the weeds.
Mary McManus asks, do you test the soil before you pick the plants?
No, we always bring in fresh soil. We never know what we're gonna have for soil in these cabins when we show up. Yeah.
And a lot of them a lot of pine trees on the coast, around water, and that's really acidic, is it?
Oh yeah.
So there's never grass.
Right.
We do have moss.
Moss.
If we could just put the moss on the rocks and sell the rocks, we'd be
Rich.
we'd be living.
Yeah, what are some of your favorite plants to use on the camps we work on? And it's you kind of have your seasonal choices, you know?
Yeah, but I also don't want to be that guy to plant stuff that needs a lot of help, because so if the homeowner's not at the cabin owner's not there year round, that kind of sucks to deal. But hosta gives us great color, and there's so many varieties. You can go down to these big nurseries and pick hosta.
There's millions of varieties. This one might have a little more yellow in one pattern than the green. The other one has more green in the same pattern, but endless.
And then you get a lot of ornamental grasses.
Yeah,
I love the grass.
Yeah.
The ornamental grass.
It's all since I first started landscaping, seeing that grass go 6-7 feet tall. It's like
I was trying to explain that to Ashley when I was thinking about landscaping our house. Like just how you go to, a lot of hotels have it, just cool different color shoots of grass and didn't work.
But I mean, annuals are so cool too because we'll never see the end of the annuals. You'll never see using the same annual. Excuse me. I think that's cool, and they give us such good color, especially for the film crew.
Yeah. And like, yeah, then we get into the fall, and then it's those weird cabbage, whatever those things are called.
I love me some mums.
Mums.
No, what
Yeah.
are the cabbage? Is that what they are? Winter cabbage?
Yeah. Yep.
Winter cabbage.
Yeah, they kind of have that purpley green.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the dead of winter, you've brought in just fir boughs,
Yeah.
red berries.
Yeah. You have to twist up a wreath. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
gotta do what you gotta do. The film crew wants color.
I mean, there's only so much you can do in Maine, though. You know, you're gonna get your mums in the around October, and
Yep.
it is what it is. You know, in the spring you get your spring plants, but
I was at Longfellow's like 2 weeks ago. 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm pretty happy.
place is amazing.
Doing my thing because the gates was closed. So you had a minute to look around. And they have mums already. They're watering them. And I'm just like, that's how fast our summer season.
Winter is coming.
we just go.
The days are getting shorter already.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's not talk about
Yeah, I know.
No.
Jeepers creepers. Enjoy this hot
I'm having
weather
a
right
beer.
now. I know.
Yeah, I'll take one too. That'd be great.
So
Would you like a Portland Pale Ale, a Rising Tide?
Do we have another the Colorado water? What?
we do.
Oh yeah. Okay.
There you are, my friend. Looks like I'm drinking dark beer.
Yes. Do you want the rest of this, Yingling?
No.
All right. So not only landscaping, but it also goes along on the cabins. I mean, you're putting drip edges around each camp, the crushed stone, to help with water runoff. I mean, landscaping is also an important part of protecting the water quality of all the lakes and ponds we're working on.
Are we saying we have drainage issues at these camps?
Always.
Always.
But it's always drainage issue. And I mean, rot. I mean, what is rot caused by? Mostly drainage
Yeah, moisture.
issues.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Some of these cabins that we've been to, like you look and you got 30 years of a 60 by 60 area dumping in this cabin, like
Yeah. I mean, the trees grow bigger, the roots grow up, the leaves fill in. And so, you come in, you clean it back, you put a drip edge, which helps water run away. It helps splash back from the water going up to the camp. It just does so much stuff.
Well, and the maintenance. You got to get those leaves out of gutters and under the camps. And think about like how much damage we've seen because of that.
Yep,
I'll never
absolutely.
forget in Richmond, Pleasant Pond. Remember the leaves behind the stone house?
Yes.
I think there was
There was this,
15 to 20 years of wet. You could see the layer, like a layer.
there's a cement retaining wall back there, but you never would have
Never
known
would've
it, and
known
it was doing no good. Yeah. Maintenance.
it's crazy.
It's all about
crazy.
air.
It's
Airflow
never
and-
ending for you.
I mean, it's job security.
Oh, for sure. Leaves are the best. I mean, wet, nasty, slimy. Get those out of here. Yeah,
Are you going to invest in a leaf sucker?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, yeah, I had to.
So that's just an engine, right? That creates suction, and you build your own. I've seen some cool contraptions going down the road.
Oh, yeah.
That guy built that last night about 10 o'clock. You know.
Yeah, I bought a billy goat. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was a trash can kid. You blow that leaf blower was awesome, but you get them into a pile and shovel them in or
Yep.
trash can them in. The tarp.
Oh, yes. the
I'm a big
tarp.
topper.
Yep.
Big topper.
Legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah, you learn as you get older.
And how do you feel about the, what is it? The bamboo, Japanese horn root? Do you like it?
I hate it.
It's invasive.
It's so invasive.
Yeah, that's
Who likes bamboo?
A lot of people do. They like it for edging, and, it definitely gives it privacy.
Edging.
If you want a quick, easy, barrier.
We won't go into where, but there was a new build in Augusta, and they planted sumac. And there was mulch around a sumac,
Really?
one. And I'm like, what? And they're like, yep, it was on the specs. And I was like, I'm allergic to sumac. I'm out of here. Like, yeah. Can you prune that? Can you prune that back? And I'm like,
Nope. People that
Yeah.
are allergic, sumac can be worse than poison ivy. I've seen people that were allergic to that. Like their face looks.
Yeah.
They just fought Rocky. Mike Tyson just got a hold of him or something.
you get that great big flower at the top. I mean, 6-8 inches, and that thing's just ready to go.
Yeah.
Like,
Huh.
yeah.
I didn't know you can buy sumac.
Whether it was transplanted
Yeah.
or
Interesting.
because it grows wild.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Oh, yeah,
on the side of
absolutely.
the interstate and stuff like that.
Everywhere.
I remember like the end of my neighborhood is bamboo, and you go in there with sticks and just whack it
Oh,
out.
it was the
Just
best.
Loved it.
machete it right
I knew where all
there.
the it's funny, like, remember growing up, I knew where all the bamboo was. I knew there's like 3 horse chestnut
Yeah.
trees within like 5 miles of my house, and knew where all those were. You know, you walking by with your brother at that young age, like, get one of those in the back.
Yeah.
How smart,
Slingshot.
Yeah.
We had a chestnut tree over on like Elm Street growing
In
up.
Augusta?
Yeah. We had just one.
In Gardner, there was one on Lincoln Ave down near the crossroads near Cab Calloway's house, and then one up on High Holborn Street. I remember two
No
on
doubt.
High Holborn Street.
There's a huge one on Melville Street in Augusta, right behind Gibbs.
Pictures.
Where's
Get-
Gibbs?
Oh, right on the Western Avenue, right off the Rotary.
Okay.
It's
okay.
where Gavin's mother grew up. And Lee, Gavin's grandfather, I think he learned how to sprout them. He would take them and sprout horse chestnut trees and plant them all over.
Yeah, he has one in
is
his
so
backyard now.
Yeah.
So I always read that the elm tree is going to make the comeback. They finally got an elm tree that's resistant to,
Dutch elm disease?
yeah.
Really?
Wasn't it the elm that got ripped?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, UMaine's doing a lot of cool stuff like
Yeah.
that. So they're very close.
Have you ever been down to Castine and they still have the elms? I think because it's just such a protected area, the disease didn't get there. And so the streets are still lined with these beautiful, massive elms. And it's just, they're amazing. You know, they've just huge canopy over the roads, over the houses. Must have been something else in the day when they were
Everywhere.
everywhere. Gives us hope yet.
It does give us, and we're all young. I am. You guys are.
Yeah, we're getting up there. I know we just talking about that. Well, yeah, you look at all those like beautiful mansions down the south, and they have the long driveway. And then I was like,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I built a new road up my house. I'm like, well, I won't be around to see that. What's the point? Spend all this money on trees, like,
Yeah.
I can picture it in my head.
But yeah, we're filming next week. We're hoping to get you down there.
Yeah, where are we going?
Hartford.
Sick.
Next Thursday
Get you down there.
What time?
with your Bobcat.
We'll let you know. We'll send you the call sheet. We'll get Seth in touch with you.
Oh, Seth.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds like a nice
Yeah.
guy.
But yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Love seeing ya.
Okay.
And we will see you around.
And now check out this new hero video. You know, everybody's a hero. We all got our own story. Check this one out. I think you'll like it.
I wanted to work on wood boats because it was something I could feel good about working on. It really appealed to me to be able to work with my hands and work with solid wood. When I was 8, my parents decided that they didn't want to be landlocked anymore. They bought a boat, a 26-foot boat, and we all moved aboard, 2 kids and my parents and a dog, up and down the East Coast for a couple of years, and then we went off to the Caribbean. After 6 years of cruising, we stopped in Martha's Vineyard. I went to a charter school, and that was where I first started getting interested in wood boats. Sailing on a wood boat is a completely different feel than sailing on a fiberglass boat. You feel really connected to the water, and you just feel everything working together in that boat. When you have full sail and it's blowing 15 knots, you just feel the pressure of the rig on the hull, and you feel how she's driving through the waves. That old feeling of authenticity, of the boat being made of real things, made of trees. There's a lot of restoration work. That's mostly what I do, is restoration work. I think there'll always be a market for it. There's enough of a following, enough people that still feel what I feel when I get on a wood boat, and they just want to keep them alive.
All right. That was a very interesting video. Thank you, Hero Media Arts. And thanks, Francis, for being our guest, answering our landscaping questions and talking poison ivy. I could have talked about poison ivy
Oh, yeah,
all
totally.
day. The toils and tribulations of poison ivy.
Francis has been with us for a long time, and I forget he's so young.
Yeah. But he's a hard worker. He's a go-getter. He's motivated. We love it.
We've asked a lot of him.
Yes.
He's
Film
come
crews
a long
asked a
ways.
lot of him, but he's with us.
Good to have in our back pocket.
Yeah, for sure.
Another cool hero video.
Yep.
Those always amaze me.
Yep. Absolutely. And we have a winner.
Yeah, we do have a
Contest winner.
winner. Yeah.
Drum roll. First ever contest winner.
Congratulations to Joanne Holmes.
Joanne Holmes.
We've already reached out to her.
And The T-shirt is on its way.
Did you tell her
T-shirt
not
should
to
be
tell
on its
anybody
way.
until this airs?
Yeah.
You lie. Well,
Maggie's
anyways,
on it. Maggie's on
Maggie.
it.
Congratulations, Joanne.
Yeah.
Hopefully that.
Oh, but I have some cool stuff to show you, more than just the coasters.
Oh, nice.
Oh boy.
This is our new from the Woodshed
Oh, cool.
sign.
I like it.
It's an old cabinet door.
I can tell.
Nice.
Actually, I think it's from the. This might be from the bathroom downstairs, but it's laser etched with the design on it. You want to hold it up?
Let's put it right over here.
Yeah.
Here's yours truly and his truly.
And who was it? The
John Rooks did it for us.
Yep. But who's the laser etcher over on
Oh, Mike at Hand Engraving.
hand engraving?
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. He
Mike
did that.
does a lot of cool stuff
Yeah.
for us.
And to go along with that, Ashley could not be left behind.
Of course not.
So we have Ashley's line of brooms with her profile, Kennebec Cabin Company on it.
Oh, these are fabulous.
And I mean, they're really nice Amish-made corn stalk brooms. They are available online and in the store.
She's got her picture on a broom.
Whoever in a million years would have thought?
It's funny how life, yeah.
It really is.
I give her a couple points for that. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but they're really nice brooms.
Wicked. That's a heavy broom. Holy crap.
So Seneth, Gavin's mom, always suggests with corn. Do you know what she suggests with cornstalk brooms?
No idea.
Do you know? She says you're supposed to soak them first for at least 3 hours in salt water.
Why is that?
It
Soften them up.
softens up the bristles and makes them last longer.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
I don't know if that's true.
Probably not.
Well, should we test that theory?
Soak one in salt water and one
Not.
and see which lasts longer on the job sites. They'll both disappear within a day.
Corn? What do you mean corn? What part of that's corn? The bristles?
Must be.
Isn't it the corn stalk?
Yeah.
They just shred it down in fibers?
I don't know. But that's what they make.
Very
brooms out of,
interesting. So, and he says Amish.
Yeah. Yep.
So, cool thing right now is like
Lancaster
a lot
County.
of people don't know this, but we're working over in Whitefield, Maine, and there's a really large Amish contingency over there now.
Yes.
It's been like what, maybe less than 10 years,
Very much so.
but they were up in North, right, in Rooster County for a while,
Yep. They're over in Unity.
and then they've migrated down. They bought a lot. What's cool is they bought a lot of the old farms that were really falling apart and not getting used, and
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's great.
it's weird though. I mean, it's definitely odd the first couple times you see a horse and buggy going across.
Especially on those roads in Whitefield. I mean,
It scares
they're
me.
so narrow to start. It's scary.
I've seen them come across the Gardner Randolph Bridge a couple times.
We've got a little mini master with us. Join
Oh,
us. Fletch, you
nice.
can put the headphones on. And listen.
Oh, really?
Sure.
What's up, buddy?
Whoa.
How you been?
Good.
What's going on today?
Eating chicken wings.
Where'd you get chicken wings?
Food truck.
Oh,
Who bought you those?
Ashley.
Auntie loves them. He loves the chicken wings across Chester's Chicken across the street. Are these better?
Yeah.
I've been hearing some really good things about the food truck. Someone told me it's the best burger they've ever had. Like,
It is.
hearing some
The
good
fish and
stuff.
chips. Fletcher had fish and chips last week or the week before.
That was good.
so what's your sister gonna think of you sitting in her chair?
I don't know.
Yeah. Do you have any questions?
Yeah. Do you wanna go over some of the ones for Brad that I think you could probably answer?
We did
Not
those.
Brad, not Brad.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
Francis.
go with those.
Francis.
So we have a
that's
couple
the one.
leftover questions. We had so much time talking
Yeah.
poison ivy.
Oh yeah.
Got distracted.
Yep.
Fletch, maybe you can help us with these questions too. So
Yeah.
pay attention.
Fletch, I think you would know the answer to this one. Laylee Motoshimi wants to know: can cherry trees really grow in Maine?
Yes.
Expert.
We have one growing in our yard.
Do you?
It's a sour cherry. Sour
Hey.
cherry for like a pie cherry.
Oh yeah, it has cherry in the name.
Yeah.
It's a cherry
And
tree.
it grows cherries.
That's a yes.
We have a weeping cherry in our yard.
Man, we've been getting some cherries right now from Washington State though at the grocery store. They're so good.
They're so good.
Remember we were out there this time of year too. Remember like roadside stands everywhere with just cherries.
Oh, we were driving through orchards of them.
We took, Nolly and me, reached out the window and took some.
Yeah. They were so close you could just reach out
grab
and
them.
pick
Yeah.
And you had really short arms back then. You were like 2.
So yes, cherry trees can grow in Maine. There's some invasive funguses that you got to be careful of, for plums, anything like that.
My dad had plum trees at his house, or peach trees.
Yeah.
And like he didn't treat them, but every once in a while you find one that's pretty good shape, and it was tasty. But if you treat them, they're way better.
Oh yeah. No, Aunt Gladys, she's got a whole peach orchard. She's got everything growing out there.
She really does.
She make peach pie.
Especially bears.
Bears.
She has
does
bears?
have bears.
Yeah, she has bears.
Fletcher's most excited about the bears.
Jealous.
You should put your game camera out there.
I know. They have one.
Do they?
Yep.
All right. Chris Anderson asks, how do you go about leveling a large backyard?
That's a great question. I'm having problems at my house too. With all the ruts I put in the spring, because winter is so long, and like don't get on the tractor, but I just want to do stuff, and it leaves a huge rut, and then I'm screwed.
Yeah, definitely do it in the spring or.
Yeah, when it's soft, you can get a roller or.
Because as soon as it dries up and hardens, you'd have to rototill.
That's what I thought. Like get one of those big rototillers and rototill it, and then you want to roll it maybe.
Yep.
And then seed it.
We couldn't do that.
Nope, we live on a hill. But mowing it.
Yeah, but I mean, I put ruts in my lawn, and like 3 years later, you hit them with a lawnmower, and you're like, what a dumbass. Like why did I do that? Couldn't be patient enough.
Yeah.
But I think you need really to get it perfect. You need heavy equipment. You need a tractor with a big rototiller in the back, or.
And like Francis said, bring in good soil that you know is going to support it. I mean, that's what we did out back here. We brought in the loam. And it will harden up.
It'll be beautiful.
Once the roots take hold, it'll firm right up and we'll be good to go.
So I was trying to look for a picture after the landscaping questions. And it was like June 24th. And it was all dirt back there. I mean, brown as could be. And now, I mean, it's definitely green and beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll come.
And there's no shortage of rain right now.
No. Who would have thunk?
All right. Debbie Linder wants to know, what's an alternative to an outhouse if a camp doesn't have running water?
Alternative to an outhouse?
A
Yeah.
hole?
It's called the
That is an outhouse.
or the woods.
Just a hole in the woods.
I've seen the
You could probably just
what's the one, the bumper?
What?
Oh, it has a funny name, the bumper dumper. You put it in your Reese hitch.
Oh, yeah.
You put a 5-gallon bucket under it.
Ew.
I mean, there's incinerating toilets if you don't have running water. If you have power, you can also do battery. It can be propane fired or electric. Composting toilets don't require water. You just need to have somewhere, depending on the size you need. They can be self-contained, but they all need like a place for all the liquid to go.
This might sound like a stupid question. If you put animal poop in all gardens, why don't people use human poop?
Because of the pathogens.
Okay.
Some people definitely have.
You can.
Because I think
can.
people used to get it from the
You can once it's been broken
treatment
down.
center,
Yes,
right?
yes. So our camp up to Clearwater, my grandparents built a clivus inside.
What's a clivus?
It's basically a composting toilet, but like totally self-contained. It's a brand of composting toilet.
Okay.
They would sell you the plans, and every few years, my grandmother would empty it, and she would bring it out and put it on her flowers and stuff.
Every few years?
I mean, it was big.
Okay.
It was the best flowers probably in the whole lake.
But boy, you knew it when she cleaned it out. It was so gross. It was so gross.
I mean, some of those I love the idea of composting toilet, but I feel like I've never found one that's perfect. No, it's not a perfect design.
It's
If you don't pee in it, it's perfect, but
no, it's all about, like everything else, maintenance. And every time you use it, you turn it, you add the peat to it. It does work. But if you start ignoring that, if you start putting other stuff in it, it's gonna malfunction.
I mean, come on. After a couple of beers, it's hard not to, okay, I'm gonna go pee outside and go in the toilet. Like, it's almost physically impossible. So
Yeah, no, they do work. They do for sure. I mean, nothing beats an outhouse, but
right.
if you're in in an area you can't have one.
The only bad thing about outhouse is that like one mosquito that gets in there.
Yep. Yep.
Jess Colner wants to know, if you weren't cabin masters, what other profession would you be doing?
Bar master.
Same for Chase.
Bar master?
No, you never worked in a restaurant, did you?
Just food carts.
That's fascinating.
I feel like you did tell me that.
What?
That you walked in a bar. Oh, that was Ryan.
Yeah, that was Ryan.
Auntie and I worked in restaurants for a long time.
Nope, I avoided bars
Smart.
and restaurants.
Smart.
I don't know what I would be doing.
He'd be a sailboat boy master.
That would be all right with
Yeah.
me.
Ski.
Ski master would be pretty awesome.
Yeah. That would be wonderful.
I like it.
A lot of people in my family are engineers and teachers. So probably I'd go that direction.
Teacher master.
Professor Morrill.
Professor Morrill.
What would you teach?
Carpentry. Industrial arts. You guys, you probably don't have industrial arts anymore, do you?
I mean,
I remember. I can still remember. Like my big project was just a coat rack. I was so fascinated. I think it took me like 4 months to build it, and it literally was like two 2x6s with some pegs in it. It takes that long to stretch it out.
Could you imagine trying to teach like junior high kids to use like tools and all that stuff?
Well, Gavin had a big lesson today. It was he was nervous, but I was
Today?
like, I was like, you got to learn. Like, we were cutting
taught me how
up.
to use a table
We were
saw.
cutting
Oh,
up.
Jesus, don't tell me this.
No, I just teach them how to use a table saw the right way, and like take your time and let the blade do the work. And
It's not as bad as last week when I cut Ryan's speed square.
but what I tell you, you'll never do that again.
I will never do that
See,
again.
it was a good lesson. It was it's worth a $20 speed square.
What was its name?
Blue. I love that speed square. No, but you learn like speed square can be replaced by going to Home Depot. Your finger, we'd have to take it to the emergency room.
That's what I thought he was going
Take
to
us
say.
like 8 to 9 hours.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was gonna say too.
I was like, you have.
Yeah, you
10
didn't notice all
photos.
week. I've been
Yeah, you can-
I've been missing 2 digits, and you didn't.
You've
say
been
it.
hiding it well.
All right. Sue Burnell asks, how do you find material in such remote places?
You bring it with you.
You bring it with you.
But back in the day, they'd just take it down right there.
Yeah.
If we had more time, I mean, if you were building one a year, you could go to buy a piece of property, bring your wood miser, bring your wood mill, and do the whole thing. Like, you'd have to have a lot more time than money.
But that's all part of the logistics of, working on these cabins, working in, remote-ish areas, figuring out, okay, where's the nearest lumber yard? How easy is it going to be? And that's also part of choosing the cabins, initially.
That's what I tell a lot of people. Like, so many people, like, oh, I didn't get picked. And you can have the perfect cabin with the perfect budget, but there's so much more involved. Like, and a lot of people are like, oh, I'll double my budget. Like, it doesn't really matter.
Right.
We need a cluster. We need couple camps near there. It just needs a lot going for it.
Yeah. Yeah, like Jedi, they're working down in Whitefield right now, and they're right down the road from NC Hunt, and they love it.
Oh yeah, right.
Call up, say, hey, I need this.
It is nice when there's a place right next door.
Yeah, but when you've got to plan a day, it definitely takes more time, and if you don't have it, it slows things down.
I mean, we love Hammond Lumber. We use them for a lot of our stuff, and they will literally deliver us a board. But if we're in the middle of nowhere, it might take a day. And sometimes you need something.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, we bring everything with us, and we do a lot of trips logistically, and we've learned to use Hammonds a lot more, though. Like this year we're trying to stay ahead of everyone, which is hard. I'm having all I can do to stay ahead of everyone.
Yeah,
they crank, and there's
they
still
are
stuff.
And, I mean, this is time to be, to crank.
Yeah.
Weather's good, days are long.
And the other problem is that a lot of these job sites we don't have enough. We could stack materials on them, but we don't have the room.
Right. Right.
Because I know we're going to use 2 units of sheathing, a unit or 2 of superboard, this and that, but there's just not room for it.
Right.
So, logistics. That's the hardest part now is logistics.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
You used to be showing up for work on a Monday or a Friday morning. Now it's just it's just logistics. Going to work's easy.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. How is it different now that you're more managing like 3 jobs at once rather than just going in to work every day?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot
for
different.
sure. It's hard.
The hardest part is you get on a job and like you go to a job site for a day, And you realize, I'm supposed to call this person. I'm supposed to sign off on these windows. I'm supposed to do this. Like,
But all you want to do is just be there building with the guys.
Oh,
just
yeah.
swinging the hammer, crawling under the camps.
It actually sucks. And I'm actually glad that ever since we joined forces with Chase, I got to get on the job more for the first last season 1, 2, and 3. I built more than I had in the, because before I was trying to stay ahead of Dixie and Jen. I keep them materials, going to find jobs, and then now we're so busy with everything else going on that I'm actually moving up a little bit into more of the driving around, like not on the job as much. And you get in there and you get that itch and you don't want to.
Yeah, for sure. Like over when we were working in Hartford, I was like, love it.
Oh, yeah.
But put the phone down at the end of the day.
You pay for it.
Yep. It's like, okay.
It's like 4th of July.
And it does slow everything down. If it takes me a day to get back to somebody, it takes a day to get the materials. It just compounds. So it's a balance.
It's a price you pay for being, but we're lucky we're busy and successful.
And we're lucky we've got such great guys and girls working with us
Yeah.
to be able to step away from the job sites.
Right.
We've come a long way.
That puts you.
Okay. Any other questions?
There's one.
Okay.
Last question.
Chase and Ryan, what is the most embarrassing thing you remember or know about Ashley? I'm assuming that you can say.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, what?
I don't know if we should answer this one.
Yeah.
Are you guys thinking?
Seems like a
I think
Are you
this
guys
is-
thinking Italy? Ride home?
Oh, gosh. No.
Oh, God.
That's another
Ryan.
story for another day.
Yeah.
Come on, we got to know now.
No.
Yeah.
But you know what I love about Ashley though is she owns everything and she doesn't get embarrassed. Like she's herself and she doesn't care what anyone thinks and she just has fun and like speaks her mind and does her thing.
Well, it's like the broom jokes,
Oh yeah, she got us back. Like, that's
She's
pretty
the one
funny.
who went out, found the brooms, got them, etched with her face on them, stuff like that. And when we did the camp out on Bell Island with the zip line, she's the one who suggested holding a broom to do it. So she's part of the fun.
Oh yeah, she's not gonna let us win.
Yep.
I got a question. So Fletch, at this moment in your life, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A forest ranger.
Oh.
Yeah. Impressive. And what will your favorite tree be? Eastern white pine.
Yeah.
Perfect. Good answer.
That's a great segue.
That is a great segue. Yeah, so we had great fun with Gavin today, filling in for Maggie. Hopefully this becomes, when Maggie can't be here, you can show up now that you're part of the team.
Fletch is in the background. That's kind of fun. We're gonna get you on here someday. People got questions for you.
Yeah, we'll get all the mini masters together.
Oh, now you have what happened on the way back to Italy in my head.
That's where it will stay.
That's where
it will stay.
Different story. Yeah, another great day. Francis is always, very interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure he had to run out of here, go to another job.
Yeah, he never stops working.
This is his busy time. Same for us. We're busy, but we've got time to sit down, talk about cabins. You can find us at KennebeCCabinCompany.com, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Check out our videos, listen to the podcast, like it, subscribe, comment. We love the comments.
More
And
comments.
Congratulations again to the contest winner. We'll be having more contests coming up.
Happy birthday, Maggie. We hope you're enjoying it.
Happy birthday, Maggie. Good luck, Penny Lane. And thank you, Nelma, for sponsoring. Nelma.org, easternwhitepine.org, sprucepinefir.org.
And HeroMediaArts.com.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining us, guys.
See ya.
From the Woodshed, we'll be talking to you.